Okay, hello. Welcome to A Message in a Bottle of Tarot. My name is O.N.E, and I am your spiritual advisor. Hello, and welcome back to all my beautiful messengers all around the world in your respective places. I appreciate and love you so very much for every single thing that you do. Number one, being a subscriber, liking my videos, sharing my content, connecting with me in the comments because I do love to hear from you. If it's too loud on your end, just turn it down. You're very much appreciated. If you're new here, you're more than welcome to stay and join our psychic family. I would definitely love to have you here. So make sure you lock in, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And of course, like this video. When you like the videos, it helps to put my beautiful, insanely accurate psychic readings out into the world for people to hear and heal. Also, when you like the video, it helps promote my work in the algorithm. You get to see it, and so do others. I am available for personal psychic readings. You can reach out to me directly or through VIP Patreon, where you can book for a discounted rate. There's something for everyone in a VIP Patreon. Okay, so make sure you go over there where we are popping bottles, sipping on the best, insightful psychic tea. Of course, I promote the all access tier. That is where you'll get access to all of my psychic readings and world predictions across all of my YouTube platforms, in addition to all of the psychic readings and predictions in VIP, so you don't miss a thing. All right. That is where you want to be. All access, period. Okay. That being said, my psychic readings are for God's purposes only, but let the receipts and records show that I know what I am talking about. Receipts, records, confirmations of my psychic predictions will only be found in VIP henceforth. All right. You guys have about 5 years in the community board of predictions. There's really nothing for me to prove. All right. So I just direct you there. Get in VIP. All right. Welcome to Soul Sunday Tarot. All right. This is whatever comes out. I'm going to get a message from Spirit. If you are in the collective, if you're here, do not be surprised if I pick up on your energy. All right. This beautiful Sunday, giving thanks for God carrying us this far. All right. I'm going to pull your oracle energy first. What does God, your spirit guides, and your ancestors want you to know right now? All right. I like this. I like this. Go the distance. Okay? Go the distance. All right? It's a marathon. It's a race, but if it's a race, it's a marathon. Just keep going. All right? It looks like, I think that's a cheetah. Okay? They are fast. The fastest. This could be, people could be having a hard time keeping up with you. All right? Or it could also mean somebody expects you to stop and you just keep going, kind of like the Energizer Bunny. Here is also what I'm getting. I'm also hearing you're going to finish. You're going to finish. And when you do finish, however you finish, you will finish strong. Okay. So go the distance. Keep going. I'm looking for the oracle. Hold up, y'all. 33, 41, 47. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay. All right. Essential meaning endurance, strength, and the long haul. Okay. Of course, when you go the distance, you want to think about things, your goals, your visions. What are you trying to accomplish and what needs to happen for you to see those goals, visions, and accomplishments through? I do hear for 2025, if January is any indicator, okay, health is wealth. Okay. So do what you can to start taking better care of yourself. You're going to need that endurance to get through not only how tumultuous 2025 is going to be, but again, for the next 4 years. All right. It's not a good idea to just be carrying on. All right. You're going to need that strength. You're going to need that endurance. And I'm also hearing you're going to need that will. All right. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to fluctuations in the current of your experience. All right. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities. So there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. That is very important. Okay. If you don't know anything, you should know by now to remain true to yourself. A society would like to sway you to this is the trend, that is the trend. Let's copy what they're doing, and while inspiration is fine, mimicking and copying is not. All right, here, but I'm not really here to see what everybody else is doing. I want to know about you. I want to know what you bring to table. What is your thing, right? And so that is very important that in these times you remain true to yourself, true to your beliefs. Do not let fear, okay, overrun you or shift or shake you from what is innately, okay, authentic to you. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Whew, hallelujah. Okay. Remember that. All right. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Don't matter if they think they did it. Don't matter if they walking around boasting saying, yeah, whatever, whatever, whatever. Don't nobody, only God knows what he has for you. Others can do all kind of manner and things. They can even try and clock your moves, clock your, or beat you to the punch or whatever. When you were born, from the moment you were born, God specifically, all right, birthed you onto this earth to do this or these specific things. Nobody can know that, okay? Nobody knows that but God. You may even think, okay, well, I'm supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to do that, or I'm supposed to stay in the race until God reveals your true purpose. I hope that makes sense. And I definitely receive it because sometimes you will try, you will fail, you will try, you will fail. Or people may say, ha ha, aha, aha. But I feel like the Holy Spirit is saying, no one, no human, okay, knows your destiny but me. It was I who was there when you were born. It is I who know the number of hairs upon your head. Nobody can block what I have for you. And so you may be saying, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been trying for a long time. You know, it's not happening. Oh, it's because this person, it's because that person. And that very well may be. God says the weapons will form, but they may not prosper. Sometimes weapons form because God needs you to focus on X, Y, and Z. I'm going to let this enemy do this because I need messengers, spirit, and perspective to focus and do here. If all hell is breaking loose here, can I get my messengers to stand still in the authority of God and say, you know what? I know it looks crazy, but I know I don't need to worry. I don't need to lose my mind because God got me. I'm going to keep going. That's what this card says. Go the distance. All right. Let's see if we can get some specifics. That's too many. There's a lot of, okay, a sliding energy because you are going the distance. All right. Don't be surprised if you have opposition just because you are going the distance. All right. The devil's job is to try and wear you out. All right. The best thing that you can do in the face of that is just to keep going. No, you ain't got to run. Okay. Because sometimes running can wear you out. All right. That's another tool of the enemy to have you scattered and crazy. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta where you just hold your ground and move forward. Sometimes God will tell you to run. Sometimes God will tell you just to gait or just to walk or to strut or to trot. All right. It's God. You need to listen to God. All right. Kind of attracted 2. Okay. So there are some things in this season. Okay. I don't know why that's under the table. That God wants you to focus your attention to. I didn't expect to see blank in heaven. All right, here. Now, some of you this year, okay, uh, RIP, everybody experiences, okay, death and loss. I do feel that this is a time, all right, a heavy time for ancestral activities, spirit guides, past loved ones. So do not be surprised if you're having a lot of aha moments, or I really don't believe in coincidences. I do feel that signs and synchronicities, if you can open yourself long enough, if you can quiet your mind long enough, all right, in the chaos, all right, these revelations will be made available to you. But I do feel past loved ones, your spirit is really heavy at this time, okay? Mind your dream states, okay? Here. Also be aware of relationships, all right? Interpersonal relationships, especially those of you that not everyone, okay, but specifically um some people are looking on dating sites, DM, that type of deal, okay, here. So for some of you, it could be an interpersonal relationship that you may be getting nudges from okay, I don't know if this is good or bad. All right, here. I feel like some of you may be entertaining someone, or you have a relationship with someone that may be an ancestor or a guide, feels like is taking your focus, all right, from where you're supposed to be going, or they want you to be mindful of this, okay, here, who you're talking with. Things like, when it's time to go to work, when it's time to work out, when it's time to cook that good meal for yourself, when it's time to write down your plans for the week, when it's time to do something important for you, is that person always calling, right? Or even if it's your husband or your girlfriend, when it's time to do something for you, is that the moment this specific person or these people, family, friends, or whoever get active? Right? Pay attention to that, okay? I've even had to notice that myself, right? It's time for me to get online. It's time for me to do the work. So and so is going to call. Now, at first, I didn't think nothing of it, but after a while, the ancestors was like, are you seeing this? That they only call you when you need to be focused on work? Are you seeing this? That as soon as you're ready to walk out the door to go take a walk or get that communion with the Lord, that they're calling you or that they need you to do something? Pay attention to that, all right? Because these things may be slowing you down. You're wondering, where am I losing so much time? A lot of you are losing times in your interpersonal relationships and people that you have attached to you, all right? That are a hindrance, that are a blockage. Yes, I just said that. For some of you, work, goals, visions, things you are trying to obtain. 3 of Pentacles, all right? Are they really working for you? Are they really working with you? And how, right? We have that 8 of Swords, yes, and that 5 of Cups. Okay, here. Some of you need to change what you're attracted to. Okay, what kind of things um that you engage in, what kind of things that you consume, all right? Is that something that's really going to work towards your benefit, right? I love a good TV show. I love a good whatever. But is what you're watching or what you're engaging with, is it chaos, 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 right? And then you wonder when it's time to sit down and do what you need to do, you're all over the place, or you can't focus, or you can't do. That's energy transference, right? And so the Holy Spirit is saying, be mindful, okay, of what you're aligning with, what you're bringing into your energy, who you're bringing into your energy. What are they bringing to the table? They could be bringing money to the table, but and I don't know why I just keep hearing chaos and drama, karmic energy or toxic energy, or the energy of delay, the energy of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or the energy of, yeah, we'll get to that, or the energy of shortcuts that really won't serve you in the long run. Okay, some of you have been stuck, all right. Eight of Swords, all right, with certain interpersonal relationships, Five of Cups. And God is saying that, listen, person, place, or thing, it's time to break up. All right. It's time to break up because, all right, this isn't helping you. Some of you are working and you're a boss. All right. Your ancestors been trying to tell you so long. All right. So long. It ain't that the boss is an asshole. It ain't that, whatever the complaint, the toxic co-workers and all. And you're like, why every day I'm good at what I do? I do my work, I make my numbers, whatever this is, right? I do what I'm supposed to do, but yet I go through hell because you're a boss. Because you're a boss. So will God allow the enemy, the devil, to get in there and have this annoying co-worker, or have somebody that's always on your nuts, or have somebody that's always stirring up trouble, or have somebody, the temperance card, that is the ancestor sending you a sign, all right? That you have outgrown, okay? A person, place, situation, or thing here. It's time to break up. Some of you, it's time to break up with being attracted to mess, okay? Mess at work, all right? Here, how is that going to serve you? How is that going to get you where you need to go? If you're trying to create positive things for you, positive motion in your life, but you're entertaining the devil. How that work? Okay. That's what your ancestors are saying. Yeah, I heard you. I heard your prayers. I heard it all. I heard your big dreams. I heard you talk about the house that you wanted. I heard you said you wanted to move overseas. I heard you say you wanted to, be able to give your kids or your grandkids the be able to send them to any college or school, or to be able to pass down generational wealth, or to be able to get up and go about your day and just have the money roll in. Yeah, I heard your prayers. We're even working on it in the background to bring that balance and stability to give you what you want. But you can't entertain the devil at the same time. You can't be toxic and karmic in your nature, all right, at the same time. And yes, there are people that do prosper and flourish, all right. A lot of people mistake, they say, oh, especially when it comes to celebrities, like, oh, they really have it going on. Maybe the devil blesses too, right? And I feel like for some of you, God is saying, make a choice. Make a choice where you want this blessing to come from. You can't play, but make a choice. Okay? Make a choice where you want this to come from. All right? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? It's time for a change in perspective. You want to be independent. You want to call the shots, Nine of Pentacles, and all that. All right, but who's in the car with you? Is it me, or is it them? You say you want to go all around the world and do all these things. Are you taking that karmic man or that karmic girl who's constantly cheating on you, having you crying, showing up late to work, all this and this and this. Yeah, you can do all of these things. I can make all of these prayers happen, but you can't take the mess with you. This is a solo trip. It's a solo trip. So a lot of you are wondering about your motion and what's going on and all of that. Okay, they said, no, you got to leave. I can build a foundation for you, but they can't come. That mess can come. That habit can come. That mindset can't come. And a lot of people look at people like, oh well, let me just hop over to the other side because it seems like that they're winning. They do, but it there's a price. There's a price, and I promise you that price don't feel good. I feel like a lot of you are being told make a decision. What do you really want? Because I ain't finna do both. You can have it, but you're either going to go with me or you're going to go with them. You can't do both. And so for some of you, that's where that stagnancy or that's where that blockage or that's where, it feels like it's heavyless, like I'm moving, but I feel like I'm dragging something. You're dragging the weight of everything the Holy Spirit is telling you, let go. You can't have that. You can't, okay, I'm waiting on you. I'm just waiting on you to love me more than you love that dick. Okay. Or more than you love that addiction. Or love me more than you love being toxic and destructive. For some of you, it isn't wealth or all that. Maybe you have that, but you have no peace. I can give you that. I can give you that. Are you ready to change your heart? Are you ready to change your disposition? Are you ready to apologize? Some of you ain't getting no sleep because you need to be apologizing. Four of Wands, Hermit card, and the King of Cups. Judge. Go the distance. But with who? Who you running with? What is this foundation built on? What is your stability built on? What are your dreams going to be built on? The Most High? Or are you going to try and take a shortcut? It seems like some of you are straddling the fence and then wondering why things are not as they seem. You see people all the time. They got everything in the world. Why are they crashing out on social media? Because they don't have peace. So is it worth it taking a little bit longer if you know, okay, well, I can get up and I can look at myself in the mirror because I know I didn't mess over nobody. I didn't do nothing to nobody to get to where I'm going. So God, yeah, if it takes me a little bit longer, yeah, okay, but I'm gonna still go the distance. Well, if I let the devil play with your money, if I let people laugh at you, if I make everybody abandon you, and the devil says, here's this $250,000 bag. You gonna be mad at me and you gonna go over there, right? It's judgment time. Who do you love? Who you running with? You want to go the distance? Who you going with? What's this attraction? A lot of you, God is going to be taking a close look because some of you, I don't know, it's like saying you can't play both sides here. I want to know who you love. And do not be surprised if God starts stirring up the nest to really see. Some of you have gotten away with it for a long time. There are people who say, hallelujah, I love God in public while doing devilment behind the scenes. It's real. I feel like God is saying no more. I'm finna see who you're running with. I'm finna see where your allegiance lies for real. I'm going to pull back the curtain. Hermit card. I'm going to see who you love for real. Do you really love me? Do you really love me? Hi. Listen, that's the key. That's going the distance. Because sometimes you'll never get an apology. People know exactly what they're doing. I saw something the other day, and somebody was like, some of you need to come to terms with the fact that people know exactly what they were doing. They know that they hurt you, and they're okay with that. You need to come to terms with that. And sometimes that is what's holding you back. Sometimes that's why you're not having any movement because you're waiting for an apology for people that aren't sorry. right? And if you drop the weight of waiting for that apology, you could probably move a little bit faster. You could probably get some motion, right? Acceptance. I put up that video of my story, and that was just the first one, just to kind of see, right? You know how many people left? Okay. After I told you know how many people dropped out? Okay. I told the truth and people left. God said, "Are you still rolling with me? Are you going to sit there and look at all the people that left, or are you rolling with me? Do you need those people, or do you need me?" I said, "I need you, God. Yeah, you're the only reason I'm still here. Okay, fine. That's what it is. Okay, well, good. Then we're going. We're going the distance. We're going the distance." Saying, "Daddy, God, who have you unconsciously made your God?" Right? Is it the job? Is it your family? Is it your marriage, or the ideal of presenting you have it going on, you have it all together? Who have you made your God? Right? People saying, "I love God." Are you sure? Are you sure? No, what no, they say Abba, Father, right? Are you giving when you don't have to give? In what ways are you giving when you don't have to give? You don't have no money, you don't have the money. Okay, what other ways can you give and still show the love and light of God? Oh my gosh, baby, if I tell you don't even know, like, baby, I could testify. I could testify how God showed me he was real this week, baby. Okay? Okay, I didn't even know. Sometimes you don't even know what the enemy is planning, but God knows. And the way he will go ahead of you, the way God will strategically put you in different places, baby, you don't even know why to fall. Like, why am I here? Okay. Why am I here? All right. Why am I here? I ended up testifying to this man about a marriage. I didn't even know he was having marriage trouble. I was just talking about, I'm just talking. I'm just talking about food and cooking for my family. And then he just started breaking down, talking about his marriage, getting divorced. And I stood there for like 45 minutes, just giving of myself, giving of my gift. And it was funny because on the way there, I'm like, "No, I'm trying to go to the store, God." He like, "No, I need you to go over here." And I'm like, "But I don't need to go over there." He's like, "But no, I need you to go here." Right? So I go there, right? They're like, "What you need?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't really need nothing. Ain't nothing wrong, whatever." But no, he needed me to go testify and witness and minister to someone. That's why I'm saying about being open and being receptive. A lot of times you feel like God ain't moving, or God ain't, because he's waiting for you to be open and be receptive and listen and see his goodness in the little things. See how he's using you in the little things. So I left and I said, "Well, gosh, I guess I saved a marriage today or whatever." I see I guess that's why he needed me to be there. Not even knowing a week later, I needed that person. I needed the person that I had helped the week before, not even thinking I was going to need that person. Okay. Okay. Here I was thinking like, "I ain't going to need that." No, no, yes, you do. And that's why I sent you ahead a week ahead of time. And so when the devil does whatever he going to do, I got you. See, when God got you, a lot of you ain't even gotta have it, but as long as you have yourself to give, God will move on the other side and do the rest. Are you willing to give yourself? Are you letting the world tell you, "Oh, I gotta be this," or "Oh, I gotta be that," or "Oh, I got." Okay, what did God tell you? I learned a huge lesson. Okay, I learned a huge lesson because every day I go outside and I have people telling me, "Oh, you're not this, you're not that, you're not this." My Twitter is going crazy. Why not? People talking crazy to me, crazy about me. And I was able, where I would have sat there and went back and forth before, I'm able to have peace because I know just a few days ago this week, I saved a marriage. It feels good to be a vessel of the Lord. That's honorable, right? Yes, you're going the distance. You have goals and plans and all that. But what's okay? What's it really about? All right. It says wearing a disguise to avoid volunteering. That's what I'm saying. Give more of yourself. Some of you, it's ancestral. Some of you, it's veneration. When the last time you went and visited somebody's grave? Because for some of you, it is your ancestors and your spirit guides or something. You're like, when the last time you visited? When the last time you volunteered? When the last time you just gave of yourself? Some of you go to church. Are you being fed? Because I keep getting this energy of people being in church, but they're not being fed. How is that helping you? How's that working for you? Or for those of you that don't go, right? How is that working for you? It seems that there's really a message here where God is saying, who you with, who you running with, right? You got time for this, you got time for the job, you got time for that. Yes, honor your kids, honor your family, honor your husband or whatever. But for some of you, it's you're all in the DMs. You're all on the TikTok. Okay, I talk to a lot of people on here. You got time for this, you got time for that. You got okay, but what about me? But you want me to do X, Y, and Z. Well, where's the reciprocity? You got all this time, all this effort, all this energy, and then you give me this and expect me to make all these big things happen for you. Buying nice things, right? You want nice things? I want you to have nice things. Are you ready to volunteer to let me use you? Because we do a lot of prayer and we say, God, can you make this happen? Can you make this happen? Can you make this happen? Okay. How about saying, well, what do you need me to do anything? Okay. Do you need me? What do you need from me? Right? That's what I told the man I was ministering to, right? I said, have you ever asked your wife that? Sure, you got all these great things happening to you, and then you wonder, well, why is she yelling all the time? Is she nagging? Okay, well, it seems like things are going great for you. Have you taken a minute to look to the left and see how that next person is doing? What can I do for you? And then you also have to know that even when you give of yourself, even okay, there's no guarantee that somebody's going to handle that right. There's no guarantee that somebody won't say, "Oh, thank you very much," and then turn around and betray you. Because that's another tool of the enemy also. Having you pour your love, sweat, and tears just for somebody to turn around and slap you in your face. Will you still keep going? Will you still continue to honor me? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you can go through. Listen, a lot of people thought I was, you know, it's so interesting. A lot of people thought I was joking. When I kept telling them last year, I was like, this year it's gonna be different. I'm trying to prepare you and tell you it's gonna be a little bit different. You're gonna want to get closer to God. And you're gonna want to whoever you believe in, pray to Buddha, Lord, I don't care as long as it ain't the devil, okay? But you gonna need them all, okay? I told people, and it's interesting because I see all the wailing, all the they're stripping the rights, they're erasing this, and they're taking this, and they're shipping, and they're deporting, and they're doing. I'm like, yes, I told you all of these things. I told you all of these things. I told you to prepare your family. I gave you what thus said the Lord. And yeah, I do entertainment messages and royals and all of that stuff. But I started telling people that's great, that's fine, that's dandy. I don't mind a little. Hell, we watch TV, we see. Okay, I don't mind a little bit of that, but do not miss the predictions, okay? Because that is what's going to save your life. That is what thus said the Lord. All right. And so a lot of people that skipped over those readings are like, they're floundering, they're grasping, and it was sad. I've been in mourning for all the things that have been happening. The people being separated from their families, plane crashes. There's so much devastation. I had to take a minute, and even me again. God said, "You're not going to let another year," and it took 20. It took 20 years for me to tell my story, and I didn't want. I had to get tricked into doing it. But once I did it, I'm like, okay. But then in that, there was a mourning, an acknowledgement of everything that's happened, and then watching everything happen around me and to the world and to everyone, and having to stand in. Were you an intercessor during that time, or were you just kind of worried about, or just not? Because I saw a lot of people online like, oh, well, I'm gonna just worry about my black business. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that works for you. Okay. Well, no, they didn't come for me, and no, they wouldn't be there for us, and no, they wouldn't. Okay, let me know how that works out for you. Because it's not about society, it's not about the government, it's about what God is watching you. God is taking into account how you show up in this world, not only for God, but for other people, right? What is the advice? I'm going to close this out. Creationism. All right. That's interesting. Some of you are being called to create blogs or leave a detailed account or an account of your time on this earth for your family. Um, you take pictures, start printing them out, putting them in photo albums, make blogs, make YouTube pages, make family trees, histories, things, okay? Because just the way you go on those government websites and you see how quickly those pages disappeared. I don't know. That said something to me, right? It gave an energy of just, you look up, you have a history. They say they don't want this and that being taught in school anymore. So they're just like, no, don't talk about that. No, that's irrelevant. No, that doesn't matter. So what that tells me is you need to be logging that and talking about that and making books about that right now. So somebody can't say it didn't happen. Right? You ain't got to be no big star. You ain't got to be, okay? But you need to give an account of your time on this earth and put it somewhere, put it out in the atmosphere, or do something, create and give an account. All right? No matter how much it hurts, no matter how embarrassing, humiliating. And I think that's a lot of that. A lot of that is what stopped me too. Is I don't want to talk about this because how humiliating, how embarrassing it is to have people know, you know, I didn't stop it. I couldn't do this and this and that. It doesn't matter. Some people don't want to give an account because of where you came from or how you, whatever. Give an account. Okay? Start doing that. Start writing. Start journaling. Start taking videos. Where, again, nobody will that you lived, okay, or that you existed, or that you said something, and it shouldn't just be about, well, that's the reason a lot of people want to be celebrities, because it's like, well, I want the whole world to know your name. How about your grandchildren, or how about the generations after that will come after, knowing who you are? Sometimes our parents die, our grandparents die, our aunties and uncles die. They die with their stories never being told. So no matter how embarrassing it is, no matter how, okay, I'm hearing leave an account. How do you think we got the Bible? Right? And I'm not going to argue whether it was man-made or this or this or that. Okay? A lot of you are on a journey, and I don't know what your journey is. Okay? I don't know what your journey is. But you're being told to go the distance. You're being told to create. You're being told to log it. You're being told to give an account. So you can remember. Okay. I was telling my daughter the other day, when this trafficking thing started, it was 20 years ago. I said, I don't know why. And I was filming during that time. I had just started like a YouTube channel. I said, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Okay. It's kind of hard to concentrate when you're being like stalked and tortured and shit, right? But I was like, damn, if I had just kept the camera rolling through everything, okay? If I had just kept the camera rolling through all the hell and everything and just documenting everything. I mean, I have receipts, all right, but I didn't think at that. I mean, but I was young. I wasn't shit but like 20, okay? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? You know what I mean? Like, so I have to make peace, and I'm really gentle with 22-year-old me, okay, that kind of had my world just snatched from me. All right, I'm gentle with her, and I'm trying to be gentle with 40-year-old me. All right, that is still having, people in high places hold my life in hostage, or try to, I hold that place of softness, because you can't do what you didn't know. But I think I'm like, damn, if I would have just kept the camera rolling, all right. A lot of you are on journey, you're accomplishing things and all of that. This is that time, this is that generation. Make sure you're logging it, make sure you're writing it down, especially if you have children, whether they're young, whether they're old. Okay, leave an account of your life. Africans, especially African Americans, that are on my channel, all right, just people, period. But we have a history of leaving no history, right? I mean, now is a time where everything is social media, but we've seen a TikTok get shut down, and all these things. These things could be gone in the blink of an eye, and you have no record, right? 4411. So that's profound. Okay. It's profound. Sometimes we spend our life. That's what stars are for. Yeah, we're looking at the stars. We're looking at them. We could tell everything you could tell everything that happened to your fave from the time they were born in conception, where they went to high school, to what they doing now. Baby, what about you? You're just as important. Okay, you're just as important. Closing thoughts. Whatever you're going after, go after it with passion. Let go of what never happened, who never showed up, what never did. Make peace with that and close that cycle. All right. And just know that if you are here, all right, if you are here, you're under the sound of my voice. It doesn't matter what happened or what they tried to take, what they tried to do, or guess what? You're still here. And the fact that you're still here means that you won, right? You won. You won and you're winning. So continue to run, continue to go the distance. And the world is watching. But most importantly, those that are coming up after you are watching. They're looking to you. You are the leader. You are the celebrity in your family, in your circle. Don't just be a passerby. Don't just be a stand-in, all right? You matter. Ain't nobody more important than you because they on TV. Truth be told, their job is to distract you from the bullshit that's really going on, so you don't pay attention, so you don't get better. You're so busy focused on how important they are that you forget that you're important, that you matter. You have people that look up to you. You have a job to do. You have stories to tell. You have legacies to leave and lead. Go the distance and leave an account. That's all that I have for you. Thank all of you so much for joining this live. I love you so much. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it with someone, and of course, meet me over in VIP. I have already done your Zodiac forecast for February 2025. All right. You're going to need them, through these. Okay. You're going to need them. So make sure you are there. I love you. One.